Hey guys, this is Connor at Conquest HP, and this is the rock and roll scan, the foam roller. That's what I call it anyways. That term means nothing medically or in the health community. It's just something I made up, I think. But the idea behind this scan is just kind of run over the parts of the body that you feel may be stiff, may be painful, or may restrict you in a workout. Do it quickly, pre-workout. Pre-warm-up, so I would do this like right when you get to the gym, and then follow up with your bird dogs, your glute bridges, whatever else you're doing for a dynamic warm-up. Not the other way around, because the foam roller will inhibit tissues that you roll, will inhibit the nervous system as a whole, will put you in that parasympathetic state. So we don't want that before a lift. That's not good before a lift to do a whole bunch of that. So we want to make this quick, effective, and move on with our training. So the idea behind this scan is to just kind of run over the body parts that we think might be a problem or might have tension or whatever, and we're just going to rock up to those spots, rock over those spots, try to get a little bit of that tissue tone out of there, and then move on to the next thing. So if I'm starting at my feet again, so if I start with my calves, back of my calves, always a good spot. I'm going to get a little bit of pressure on the back of the calf, and I'm just going to kind of roll up the calf. If I don't find any tight spots at all, if there's nothing that's really gratuitously sensitive, then I'm just going to move on to my hamstrings or my IT band. Not really my IT band, like I said, I don't really like rolling that, I guess, but or the quads, that kind of thing. If you do find a tight spot, then when you roll up to that tight spot, what you're going to do is just kind of rock. So I'm rolling kind of longitudinally, I guess, up and down the body along the length of the muscle. Now I'm going to rock on top of that spot. So I'm going to move back and forth. So I've got the roller kind of cutting across the width of my calf, which doesn't feel great, but it's a really good way to get a quick release. So I'm going to do that 5 or 10 times. Now I'm going to roll up to the next spot 5 or 10 times. So with the long hold and scan that we did with the foam roller away from the workout, you could hold or work on an appendage for a great length of time. But this, we do not want to really beat up one limb or even the body as a whole for very long, because like I said, you're going to inhibit your body, your nervous system, you're going to inhibit those muscles. And you got to be very careful with that pre-workout, because workouts are about force output, and if you're inhibiting things, the force won't be there. The force, like Star Wars, the force output won't be there, and if it's not there when you're squatting or when you're trying to run or something like that, that gets kind of dicey from an injury perspective. So this should be used very sparingly pre-workout. I would do a maximum of 2 minutes per kind of like body area. So I would include one leg has one body area, that's front, back, IT band, if you're doing that, hip flexors, calves, all of that. Maximum of 2 minutes there. I would probably stick closer to 1 minute though. So 1 minute, max, 1 minute on the back if you need to. And then, yeah, if you have to do arms and shoulders and neck and stuff like that, that's okay. But again, less is more in this case. We want it to be very targeted, specific. Just roll to those spots that really need a release for you to get a good workout, and then get your workout in and focus on the more important parts. Do not do too much of this pre-workout. Doing too much of this is going to hurt performance. It's not going to help performance. So if you really have something that's a stubborn spot, you really need it released, that's when you do a bit more rolling. Maybe after your workout, you see a therapist, that's probably a better alternative, but do more rolling after your workout, rolling at home, that kind of thing, where you can hold the pressure a little bit longer. But this pre-workout is not the time to make massive changes to your physiology. Okay, so enjoy that, have some fun on the roller. Be careful with your pressure. Don't push too hard. Don't grimace. Don't cry. Don't scream. Just kind of maintain enough intensity that you can still breathe comfortably. and enjoy. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll put more of these videos out there too.